So, Detective, what brings you up in the week? Man, the murder news.
No coffee, Miss Melville?
No, thank you, Charles. You know I never drink coffee. Detective, I'm afraid it might stunt my growth.
Millie, darling, do I look pale to you? I would like some coffee, please, and can I get some milk warm to 83 degrees to pour in it?
I've prepared your milk, sir. 83 degrees.
Does my tongue look normal? Spots?
Shady, dear, your tongue looks fine. But I'm a little concerned about that purple rash all over your face. Oh, Uncle! Elsa, don't forget!
Good strong black coffee is just what I need.
And Charles makes excellent coffee.
You know, that's why I hired him, of course.
Remind me and my poodly poopsie to tell you why he really hired him.
The sugar, please, Colonel. Your tea, madam.
Happy birthday to you.
Ellie! Or
Happy birthday
Francois!
to you.
Elsa and Pierre!
Whoever you are, that's a horrible scene. It's bad enough that I'll have to choke down this undigestible bakery.
But Uncle, I made that cake special for you.
It's true. She wouldn't let anyone else touch it.
Oui, certainement. And for this, she uses la fleur de Pierre.
Henry, you should eat a piece for her.
I guess I'll try to choke it down. I know what kind of cook Millie is. What did you put in this cake? It tastes really funny.
I'm sure it's delicious. Let me have a piece. Henry?
He's dead. And I bet my trench coat he's been poisoned. The nerve of some people to poison someone right in front of my eyes. And before dessert, too. Don't worry, I'll catch the murderer and bring him, or her, to justice.
I guess I won't eat that piece of cake after all, Maud.
Are you all implying that Millie poisoned the cake? This is utterly ridiculous. Oh, I think my stomach feels funny. Oh, I think I'm going to die.
Oh, Shady, you are such an idiot. I didn't poison the cake, you're fine.
Oh, so I'm fine? Guess I'm not gonna die. See? I told you so. Millie didn't poison the cake.
Well, someone poisoned him. Someone in this very room.
Well, why don't I clear away the table while we adjourn to another room?
Not so fast. Since we are sure that the cake is not poisoned. Unless I'm severely mistaken, which I so rarely am. The poison is in this cup. Bitter almonds.
Shall I call the police, sir?
Yes, and tell them Mr. Henry Hastings has been murdered, and ask for Captain Japp. He's a good fellow. I always liked working with him when I was on the force, before I retired.
Hello, I'm here to watch the body, and the police photographer's coming though. He's had an emergency visit to the dentist. You know, cavities and gingivitis. It's bad. It's bad, really. He's got a broken teeth are bad. You know, they hurt, and cavities too. Gingivitis, really. It's all connected. It's very good to brush your teeth, and the detective, he'd like to see, you know, interview the servants. They're all waiting out. The detective and the captain, they're all waiting out in the library.
Well, officer, it's just Elsa here and Pierre and Charles.
I think it's rather exciting to be involved in a murder. It's like one of those detective stories. I read a lot. If you need any help, I'd be happy to do whatever. I was so pleased to meet you, Detective Friday. I read all about your cases in the paper. You're brilliant. Could I get your autograph?
I'd love to, sweetheart.
Oh, and it was fascinating to meet you too, Captain. Would you like to sign my book too?
I'm sure Detective Friday's autograph is enough. He's a pretty famous detective now. So anyways, where were we? Oh yes, the poisoned coffee.
Ah, yes. It was you who made it, Butler, was it not? Good coffee, I must say.
Thank you, sir. Yes, I made the coffee.
You drank some of the coffee too?
Why, of course I did. We all did. Except for the niece of the victim. Millie Melville?
Oh, and Mrs. Pensley never drinks coffee. She has tea.
Okay, let me see if I can get this straight. Pierre prepared supper.
Of course I prepare the dinner. Am I not the great Chef Pierre of the Chateau Bleu?
Alright, so Pierre prepares dinner. You, Charles, set the table. And then you and Elsa serve the food. And then everyone eats.
And stays healthy so far. Good food. Compliment, chef.
Merci, monsieur. It is solace, at least, that Monsieur Hastings had a dinner worthy of being his last.
Okay, so the main course is finished. You and Elsa clear the table. Then Charles serves the coffee.
And tea, sir.
And the tea. And then Elsa brings in the cake that Miss Melville made.
The mademoiselle, her cooking is...
It was a birthday cake, sir.
And Elsa brings in the birthday cake that Miss Melville made.
I guess you could call it a death day cake too, huh? So the birthday cake.
So, Mr. Hastings takes a bite of cake and takes his first sip of coffee.
And then kills over dead seconds later. Irritating!
Is it possible that Mr. Hastings poisoned himself? Suicide? Was your master troubled about anything?
Monsieur? Suicide? When every day he had such good food to eat? Ridiculous!
Oh my, Captain, I really don't think Mr. Hastings was upset about anything. And I can't imagine that he would kill himself. I'm sure it must be murder.
I'm sure you're an excellent judge of character, my dear. I also am an excellent judge of character. Henry Hastings was a fighter. He always had to get his way. He's not the kind to take the easy way out. Besides, why would he invite me here and then kill himself without explaining things fully? Don't worry, Elsa. It was murder.
Is that all?
I guess that is all for now. You can go.